Hey Hal, I'm writing to you early this week. I'm probably making a bad choice, but I'm making a deal to try and get out of here alive. The people I'm dealing with have already threatened violence against the town, but I think I have something valuable enough for them to spare me. Hopefully. Hope to see you soon, Cord. I'm probably gonna regret this decision, but I think I'm gonna give Reinhardt and Autumn that book. Of course, that means I have to find them. I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. This is probably a horrible idea, but I can make a deal with them that they leave me alone. Then it'll be worth it. Hopefully, it'll be worth it. Hardest part is going to be finding them. They like to disappear into the woods and never be seen.
Think about.
I think I'm just going to slip away, because if I get stuck with the group, there's no way I'm going to be able to get away again. So I'm going to head towards the crypt and try that way. I don't see, he's not in town. If he's in the Deadwoods, then we're gonna have problems. You know, besides, I could always say I felt confident because apparently everybody's on the same side right now. I don't actually feel confident, but staying in town isn't. I can't get stuck in a big group. That will not help me whatsoever.
Hello.
Professor. Did you find the crypt?
Neutralized. Yes, and I have just finished neutralizing it.
I actually was looking for you to have a bit of a discussion, but maybe it would be best not to have it on the path.
Alright, where would you like to talk?
Maybe just. I know Shay and Clarence are coming this way to help you, so.
Ah, I see.
Okay. I have something that you're probably going to want. And.
Oh?
I'd love to say that this whole cleansing the beacons is going to work. But I think.
I don't believe it will.
Exactly my point.
Yes.
So, I'm willing to give you this, and this is to create holy water.
Oh.
Which I think would
be very interested, yes.
On two conditions.
Oh.
Regardless of what alignment I'm on, I get to walk out of here. I won't fight you. I just want to leave.
What if it becomes impossible for both of us to live?
Then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But until that's officially the case, we have no quarrel.
Of course.
And perhaps
the town has made me out to be some sort of ravenous fiend, but I can assure you I have no love for violence.
And perhaps we can keep me giving you this between the two of us.
Absolutely.
Because I think we both know this is going to end in bloodshed. I don't know what Cassandra's been telling them, but...
Well, if bloodshed is on the horizon, would you perhaps like a gift from me as well?
I suppose.
I'm not sure if you have learned the holy word yet, so I thought I'd offer.
I can't use that.
Ah. How come?
Which is why I gave you the other book.
Oh, are vampires incapable of using these books?
Correct.
Would you be interested in telling me who your sire is?
Alistair.
Ah,
He gave himself up quite quickly.
I see. Well, yes, as long as you don't make active attempts to keep me here, I see no
My
reason
goal
to.
is to leave. I don't want any problems.
Fantastic.
But I can tell you, you guys are pretty much, it's an even playing field right now.
Is it? Numbers-wise, it's
Yes.
50-50?
Yes.
My, isn't that alarming?
So, I don't know what the vampire's plans are. I've not really, I'm the only one that was turned unwillingly, so I'm not exactly
Unwilling.
unfriendly terms with them.
I understand. All right. You have given me much to think about.
And if you could spread the news to Autumn that I'm trying not to cause any problems, I would appreciate it.
Of course, yes.
Thank you. But I won't keep you any longer.
Yes, I believe all of them are neutral now, but I wanted to just
I
make
just
sure.
checked all the Deadwood, so they're all neutral. So let's see if we could actually leave.
Yes, let's.
Turning the beacons red?
So it didn't work then.
That's...
Oh,
No,
no,
we're afraid
unfortunately
not.
Unfortunately not. I mean, what other choice do we have, though? Oh, hello.
There aren't exactly any more options that are immediate to us.
Did it work?
No.
That was the last neutral.
No.
No,
No?
unfortunately.
Oh. Maybe we could try shooting them all red. That's something we haven't tried.
Yeah, that's what
That
I was
is
saying.
the thought.
Not sure what happens when all of the beacons are red, though, but hopefully it'll help us actually, leave.
Alistair, you
I'm
seem to have an opinion on the red beacons.
No, I think it'd be the best next step is to do that. I could go get on it if that helps.
I would like to try leaving myself first, if that is all right.
Okay.
Yes, never believe anything but the evidence of your own eyes and ears. That's quite fair.
Yeah, I mean, me and Clarence just came back from the barrier, and it is still very much there.
If
We
it is, I
can
will be
vouch
back
for our
soon.
experience, yes.
Yes.
I do believe what we do next should be decided by the whole town.
I suppose, yes, another meeting is probably in order.
We've done far too little communication lately.
Far too little.
I'm worried where Naughty is the bigger thing. She's been missing and I haven't been able to find her.
Is she truly missing?
She's probably processing things.
Yes,
Maybe.
It does seem like some of her memories have been returning, so perhaps she simply needs a moment to herself to process them.
Perhaps.
Perhaps, let's hope so. Did it work?
Unfortunately, the barrier is still operational. Could not leave.
Okay.
Yes, well, we wouldn't lie.
Exactly.
No, but it might affect individuals differently.
I
have been around the beacons quite a bit, possibly more closely than most of you, so I wondered if there was some alternative, but I couldn't leave.
I think the next step should be decided by the group.
Indeed.
Well, we didn't need the whole town in order to, turn every beacon a certain color. I feel like with turning them red, we're able to just do it instead of having a whole consensus.
I do feel as though red is the more unpopular color.
Yes,
So
I think
perhaps that might need a little more discussion.
Autumn should be informed so that she does not jump to any conclusions.
Yes, if we all suddenly start getting these terrible feelings.
Indeed.
That is true. I shall go and look for her, but if you wish, it should be quite alright if you get started on turning them all red. In the name of science and such. I have no quarrel with it, and I would imagine my voice would be the loudest in opposition, possibly second to Autumn's voice.
Yes, I believe she'll take the news best from you.
Town, but it's I don't think it needs to be brought into discussion.
Oh, someone has started.
Well, they didn't wait very long, did they?
Well,
I had better go find Autumn pretty quickly then. Good luck.
Yes, do hurry.
Fair enough.
Do hurry.
They would have done that before talking to us once.
They didn't even know if we'd actually managed to get out or not.
I'd be shocked if they knew if all beacons were neutral.
All the beacons are neutral except for the castle right now.
Well,
Yeah.
The concern is that whoever has changed this beacon has done it without consulting us.
And whoever has changed those beacons is either Awesome, which is unlikely, or Lucy and Cassandra.
I highly
Yes,
doubt
I
consulting.
haven't seen much
Yes,
of
I'd be
Lucia
shocked.
recently.
I seen her earlier.
I may be wrong, but I'm under the impression that that action was done without knowing that we'd neutralized all of these beacons. It suggests to me that there is some kind of foul play.
I don't think Cassandra and Lucia are bad people. Maybe we could turn
Perhaps they tested the beacon themselves and only started once they knew that it was still closed.
Only thing is,
are we certain?
Cassandra said that she created the beacons, correct?
Yes.
And that by us messing with
them?
That's what I was told. And that by us messing with that one, that's what caused the barrier to go up. Why didn't she tell us right then and there?
And that didn't happen, and now she is turning the beacons red.
Exactly. Like, we could have prevented all of
she
this.
has to do. Maybe it's something she has to specifically turn off beacons red.
Well, should we
Then she would
ask
have
her
told
about
us
it?
that. She would have told us that if that was true.
This is news to me, so...
Forgive me if I'm wrong. I believe they do not have our best interests in mind, and I believe if we want to turn the beacons to something positive, we should move quickly.
Well, why do you assume that?
Because whatever is going on, Cassandra is certainly lying to us about the nature of the beacons.
Oh, we don't know if that's true.
You've been with them quite a bit, Alistair. Do you know if they said anything around you?
They're good people.
I'm not saying that they're not.
They have not said anything.
I'm sure they believe they're good people.
I'm inclined to entrust that there's a reason behind the madness, that Cassandra has everyone's best interests at heart. From my experiences, there's no such thing as an evil vampire.
But there is such thing as an evil person.
People can be evil, so I don't quite believe that.
I'm not here to label anything, but I am here to say that we should perhaps go and at least intercept them at one of the beacons to find out what's truly going on.
Likely the next move would be the Pale Forest. They're like somewhere in there.
Have they done the castle and the ones closest to us?
Well, they just turned the castle.
Maybe
the closest one would be the tower.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt they'd come to the town.
Well, I suppose we should get going then.
You might want to turn the town back to your side.
What?
At least until we find out what's going on.
At least until we find out what's going on.
Or you could just have someone stay here with me, like Cordelia or something.
Yes, it might be better simply to have someone stationed here, so if they try to come here, then we would guarantee a conversation.
I can be the one to stay here. I have work to do anyways with, the
Okay.
things that I've been collecting. So, yeah.
Right, yes.
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay.
Right. So I suppose should we see if we can intercept them?
Well, yeah. I can't do anything. I should probably stay here.
We want to wait for this beacon to turn and then go, or?
This is a rather slow process.
I'm simply worried that perhaps Cassandra will see this as a sign of bad faith.
Well, if she's turning them red.
Well, yes, but we had, I believe, it had at least come up in passing that if the turning them all beige didn't work, then red would be the next step. So if they had tested the barrier themselves, then this could be seen as
Well, it's only one beacon, so it's very easy once we get confirmation to come back and change it again.
Of course.
I suppose, yes,
I
that's
think
true.
it'd be best if we just all head out.
I'm just saying, if she's turning them red, then she's breaking the deal that neutrality means freedom.
Well, yes,
and in
but
that case,
neutrality doesn't mean freedom.
In which case, I'd rather we discuss it before she starts turning them red. And I'd feel more comfort having at least one beacon that is friendly.
Understandable.
Yes, they've just turned another.
I can get there really easy. I can stall them.
I believe we need to meet up with them. Right, turned. Let's go.
Right.
Next beacon.
They could either be going to the obelisk or the pale oak. Obelisk is closer.
Obelisk is closer.
Do not like this.
And they've already hit.
Pale Forest. Or should we try and meet them?
Pale oak. They could be going to the lake if they're going to do a circle, unless they want to backtrack on themselves.
Then. By the speed in which these are turning, this seems to be planned.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
They've split up.
It's much quicker than the neutrality effort was, which is strange. There would have been more people.
I suspect they've split up.
I suppose.
Where does Shay go?
She stayed in town.
Yes, so that someone would be there if they returned. This is an interesting setup.
I don't know if we should wait for them here or...
Careful. I suppose since it's neutral, they ought to show up eventually with how quickly they've been turning the others.
Yes. I just wish to know what's going on.
Don't we all?
Now I fear that getting us to set all the beacons to neutrality was a kind of ploy to make their lives easier.
It's not exactly as if anyone stopped us from turning them all orange, which would be just as harmful to them as them all being red would be to us.
We turned them neutral, and then immediately there was a concentrated effort by the two of them to turn them red. And they managed to get 3 at least in quick succession.
It does seem to imply that there's also perhaps that there are more of them than we currently know about.
If you rise up, you can help. You seem reluctant.
I mean, it feels natural to be reluctant to believe that people I am trapped in close proximity with wish me harm.
Yes, of course, none of us want to believe that.
Is Alistair still here?
I have not seen Alistair, no.
No, neither have I, though he would have to keep his distance to avoid stopping the conversion.
Yes.
Then I think I should tell you guys the same thing that I told Reinhardt. You guys are 50-50 number-wise. Vampires to humans.
Ah, that means 5 vampires. So if there are 5 vampires, I know of 3 for certain. I believe.
I suppose now
Alistair?
I know 3.
Yes, Alistair, Cassandra, you. I can only assume Lucia, given today.
And I'm not 100% certain on the 5th, but Lucia asked Nadi. And she said yes. And that's when I left from them. So I don't know if she was actually turned or not.
And Nottie said yes.
Nadi said yes.
What did Lucia say to her?
They went to go find a place to turn her. And
how did she
Lucia
get her
literally
to say
just,
yes?
It's like, do you want to be a vampire? You could help us. Saying how by being a vampire she could help all of her friends and whatnot. And I was adamantly telling her not to do it, but
that's not fair.
It was her choice, so.
That isn't fair. That is not her choice. Nottie would die to protect us.
I know.
Nottie would put herself through torture to protect us. That was not a choice. That was not a choice, and it was cruelty of her to say that. Where is she?
The only time I've seen Lucia was when in town. I don't think
hasn't been seen since.
I don't think Lucy is the one that turned her. Otherwise, her eyes would be red like Alistair's turned after he turned me.
So Lucia convinced Nottie and brought over what I can only assume to be Cassandra to do the deed itself. All right, I suppose we're finding them both.
You're rather quiet.
Nottie's my friend, and I think her choices should be respected, but
you must understand that wasn't her choice. Nottie would jump into lava. Someone told her it would protect you.
Besides the vampires that know that Nadi is potentially a vampire. I'd rather that not spread to Reinhardt or Autumn.
Yes, I would not tell Reinhardt and Autumn those things. You must understand that that's not a choice.
It sounds like I don't like that Nottie could be a vampire. Obviously, I don't like that there are vampires. But we can't jump to conclusions. We can't just decide. We can't decide. We need to talk to Nottie and ask her if it feels like it was a good decision. We can't decide for her that it was bad or wrong.
Especially
at the time, she was not sound of mind. I've been told that since she has regained her memories,
at least begun to, yes.
So she began regaining her memories and then vanished from the town and from all of us.
Indeed.
That suggests she isn't feeling particularly pleasant about the situation.
I don't think we should start a fight with Cassandra.
Yes, I'm not an inherently violent person.
I don't know what Reinhardt and Autumn killed Alistair, and he came back.
Yes.
So I don't really think starting a fight with a stronger vampire is exactly in our best interest at this point in time. Especially without hearing Nadi's side of things.
Yes, well, if you can find Nottie, then I would love to hear her side of things. But that was not a fair thing to say to her.
I agree.
No,
and I don't believe that allowed the turning to be fully her choice. Because you know that Nottie would give anything to help protect us.
Yes.
Whether it was something that she wanted or not.
Yes, it's a conversation to be had, but it's a conversation to be had with Nottie.
Yes, right.
No story would be satisfying if it ended where we are now.
No.
Oh, I'd rather not be in a story.
No one wants to be in a story.
Right. Shall we return to town?
Yeah, I haven't seen anybody making their way out over here, so...
Yes.
Maybe they've gone back to town and we could find out what's going on.
Have all of the beacons been turned into something?
No. Just this one, and then the castle, and then two of the Deadwoods. There's still the crypt, and then I think there's still the one in the Deadwood that they didn't go to. The Pale Oak one.
The crypt is simpler than the Deadwood to reach.
Yeah, so we can hit that quickly.
Yes. Yes, here we go.
I feel like I've chosen a side, and that wasn't my intention. I planned to be friendly with everyone and side with whoever looked like they were winning, but I don't know. Autumn and Reinhardt scare me the most, and I really don't want to oppose them. Plus, I want to trust Anwan and the others. The people here have been far kinder to me than most anyone else I've met. I don't know what to do. But I'm gonna have to decide soon. Hello.
Hello, Cordelia.
Hello.
Hello.
There is a bat flying around, just so you're aware.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Well, glad to see at least some others are attempting to defend these beacons.
Yes, we agreed to turning them neutral, and then them all getting turned red in very quick succession made us worry.
At least there's that.
How are you? Did you speak to Reinhardt?
I did speak to Reinhardt. Unfortunately, my throat is rather ruined from spending perhaps too many hours in the caves.
Hmm.
The coal
Yes,
dust.
the dust can get to you.
That it does.
I'd recommend you get that checked out if there were a doctor trapped with us.
As far as I
I
know, none
wonder.
of us have any medical experience at all. The closest I come is to that is maintenance on my arm, and that is not quite good enough.
There's people here. Hello.
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 Oh, hello.
I want to talk to people.
We have just turned this beacon orange.
I know. That's why I knew people were here.
Right.
Cordelia, Clarence, and Alan, can I speak to you three privately?
Sure.
I apologize, Autumn.
It's fine.
I have
Yes.
a theory of how to escape.
Yes?
It feels like this town was kind of just set up as a never-ending war. And that's why we're here. That's what I feel like. That it's supposed to cause tension and pain and trauma. And so, knowing that you three are human, I'd like to, the thought process behind this is that it feels like we can only escape when one side emerges victorious. With that being said, as wanted to put out, I don't want any loss of life, and because we don't know a surefire way to cure vampirism, and I don't really want to. Are you guys okay with the idea of getting turned?
But we don't. Nothing we have tried so far has worked. How do we know that the answer is vampirism or
That's very
humans?
much
What if the answer is just humans?
I'm not willing
No
to
going
die for a
back.
theory.
It feels to me like it would work.
Yes,
I understand the doubts, but it feels like it's a war. You see, you have these beacons, and whoever controls it has more power over the other. And that's what it feels like to me, is that
There are humans here that you will never be able to convince to turn, and I'm not willing to kill people. At least not until every other option has been exhausted.
I have ideas. I have ways. Maybe by force. I don't know. I want this to be as peaceful as possible. But if peace has been thrown out the window, potentially my plan might work if force happens. I don't know.
Yes, well, I suppose you have experience with turning people through force.
This is stressful. I have ideas.
Have you consulted with Cassandra and Lucia? What do they say about that?
I haven't seen them. Not since, I don't know, I haven't seen them for a while.
They do seem to be off doing their own things.
Me too. But they haven't harmed anyone, so I don't feel an urge to stick it in.
I'm not becoming a vampire.
Okay. Parents? Cordelia?
I think we can drop the charade.
I refuse to be turned if there isn't undeniable proof that it is the only possible way out of here.
Okay. I'll go.
Should we head back, or?
Well, they seem to have stopped converting the beacons. So that's something, I guess.
It is day. Perhaps they move more swiftly at night.
Oh, that's something I hadn't even considered.
Simply that Alistair seemed pretty aggrieved by the sun while we were traveling earlier.
Yeah. I guess
Alistair,
we could see if anybody's...
And no one else found Alistair's sentence incredibly worrying.
No, I am very worried.
He's willing to turn people by force, he says.
Well, when he turned me, he said that people are much more agreeable after they've grown into their fangs.
Interesting.
And here I was thinking that the main sources of violence in this town were Autumn and Reinhardt.
Believe we need to discuss with them further.
I suppose.
To be clear, I would not claim to have much faith in that feeling. We have been running quite a lot on feelings and not required much, if any, evidence.
I was simply bringing up that
whole town's here for
existing has been implied. That is all I know.
But if that happens, would that
I may be wrong, actually.
Do you have an issue, Cassandra?
Oh, hi.
No. Hardly.
What are you two doing back in town?
Which two? Me and Autumn?
Yeah, last I heard you were trying to murder, Alistar here.
Oh, that's old news.
What are you two doing converting beacons?
I've been trying to explain my theory on how to escape the town to people. And if that includes talking to them and hoping they don't murder me, then I'll do it.
You shouldn't have jumped on murdering people in the first place.
Yes, it does seem a bit, rash.
Sure,
You've been turning the beacons red.
I'll be willing to debate the morality or lack thereof of my actions once the barrier is down.
I do believe we just tried to turn them all neutral today. Did anybody notice the barrier fall at all? Anyone?
The barrier?
No.
Unremoved. Unchanged.
The only information I acquired from brushing up against the barrier was that I got the sense that it would require becoming cursed and then being purified in a way to exit. Although, whether or not that feeling is accurate, whether or not it is to be trusted at all, is debatable.
Oh.
It's certainly an idea. I can't say it's one.
What does that even mean to be cursed?
This is why I clarify that it is not necessarily something that is to be trusted. I am sharing it as possible information to escape, not as a quote-unquote for sure theory.
Oh.
Let's move on from the thinly veiled threats at each other. What have you two been doing?
We're not standing around with swords in our hands, I'm not threatening anyone.
That is true.
I repeat,
Yes, so
what have you
perhaps
two
swords
been
could be
doing?
sheathed for this conversation.
Well,
Collecting. We're skull game.
Yeah.
yes. I did happen to run into
Balanced,
Lucia, and we may have picked up a few things.
I noticed that all the beacons, or a few of the beacons, were turned red.
Yes.
Few of the beacons are also yellow.
Being that all of town is here, I should probably restate my thing. I tried doing it in kind of groups, but that didn't turn out and probably caused contention. My thought is that we're kind of trapped in a wall, and the only way out is through one side dominating the other, and I have no idea of a cure for vampirism. It feels like the most peaceful way to do this without having anyone die
The most peaceful way to do this is to kill half of the town.
What?
What?
How about we don't murder people?
No, that was a
You
question.
were
That wasn't a
suggesting
statement.
that we
No,
turn
I
half of
wasn't
the
suggesting
other
this is
half
your
of us into vampires. That does require a undeath. I'm unwilling to kill myself in service of a hypothetical freedom.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if you
what other
noticed, but the
choice do we
current
have?
2 resident vampires are walking and talking around and have their own training. That sounds much better than not having
vampirism
that.
so dead.
I can assure you, I am.
Like humans, but different. I've never thought of it as being undead.
To call it death or undeath is a gross oversimplification. I can
Would you
understand your hesitance.
Would you rather have half the town permanently dead, or have all of the town make it out with their lives, even if it does mean like a death, if it means undead?
This is a
Would you
theory.
rather
You do not
have
know.
I would rather not be trapped here. I feel like
I would rather
feel like
not
if,
be trapped here. And
because
like
How do we
only
know
way to do that
vampirism
is
or us all being humans are both equally valid solutions? Perhaps only one is. Perhaps turning us all vampires would permanently trap us all here, because the answer is all humans. We don't have enough information.
I can speak with absolute authority when I say that if you allow me to do my work, I can ensure that at bare minimum, all vampires will be able to come and go from the lands of Oakhurst at their leisure. I cannot guarantee this for humans as much as I would like to, but I can do so for vampires.
I'm not willing to become a vampire.
Neither am I.
I've already expressed my own opinion.
What? Okay, can we all perhaps discuss what is so repulsive about the idea of becoming a vampire? I mean, we've seen that their appearance changes somewhat. All right, I can understand if your wardrobe might clash.
Lucia, have you spent any time investigating the supernatural outside of vampires? Have you spent any time experiencing the horrors and the wonders of the world in turn outside of this short period in
Do not
Oakhurst?
speak to me of horrors. I have seen horrors.
Yes,
from the
have you seen the
humans
supernatural?
that have been
Have
worse
you
than whatever
seen
these
the
two have been up
supernatural?
to.
I mean, we're
Humans that
standing
have
in a circle with 2 supernaturals, and so far they haven't done any horrors amongst the people here. So
Precisely. I have experienced worse crimes from my human neighbors than I have from these 2 lovely individuals. I am more
Likewise.
inclined to side with their logical, not violent ways. In fact, of everyone here, the only people who have actually resorted to any form of violence are 2 of the humans.
Alistair resorted to
I have
violence.
never been betrayed
I don't believe
by a vampire.
I don't
have
believe
had my
everyone here
parents
has all of the
sell me to
information.
slavery, where I have been forced. I had my human parents sell me to slavery, and my new parents love and kindness because they saw fear. They helped.
Yes, well, you chose to become a perpetrator, didn't you?
I don't see the harm in trying their plan, though. If we already resorted to everything else.
I see the harm. I've no desire for my skin to boil in the sunlight. I want to walk on beaches. I want to enjoy delicious foods. I want to hang out with family. No desire for
You can still
state of
hang
being.
out with family. It's just, you and your family could also choose to never have the heartache of any one of you dying. If you do choose, their way.
Grief is the price we pay for being loved. I have no desire to try to circumvent that price. We have seen evidence of supernatural things almost daily here. I have no idea what awaits an afterlife. What if becoming a vampire dooms you to a bad afterlife? I don't know what religion is correct. We can call it hell. What if that's how it is? Because I keep finding these books that are holy. They are very obviously like religious texts, but with effect. I have spoken aloud, and every zombie and skeleton within short radius of me perished immediately. I've spoken a word, and it stopped Alistair in their tracks.
What
These
if
not...
you might be okay with grief? But what if I'm not? What if I see a bunch of nice people and I just want everyone to make it out here because I'm scared? I don't
You
want
don't get to
lose
make that
more
decision.
lives who don't deserve it. Everyone here is so kind, caring.
That decision is not yours to make.
Including the people that have attacked you, they're also kind.
Well, they have reasons for being the way they are. And I can believe in those reasons.
I know the professor is capable of kindness.
I know that people are able to be kind.
I feel like we're all just talking in circles at this point. The professor and Autumn aren't going to be convinced that this is a good plan. And the rest of us are more or less on board with it.
Are we?
Well, perhaps we should put it to a vote. We're all trapped here together. We should handle this civilly.
If you want me to be a vampire, one of you will have to get my blood on your hands. I will not be converted.
You are requesting that we put our own autonomy to a vote. I'm not willing to do that. I don't believe Reinhardt is willing to do that. If I understood Onwin's comment correctly, they're also not willing to do that.
Your own personal freedom is greater than all of our freedom.
Respectfully, I barely know any of you. I do not value your lives as much as my own. It's the nature of being human.
Brutal.
You guys really want to side with her? She just admitted that she's on her own side. The rest of us just want everyone else to
She also just admitted that the rest of our lives pretty much don't matter to her, so...
I will not force anyone into this coven. It is against the laws of my people to do so.
I don't want to forcefully turn people.
So, if you do not want this gift, there is nothing I can do about that. I can only tell you that I will do whatever it takes to free my people, and I would like to free you too.
If you want to join, and she knows the way out, if you want to join us. If you don't, then there's nothing that can be done.
Well, I suppose this town meeting is over.
Seems so.
I suppose so. Suppose I'll only leave you with, if you want to know anything about being a vampire, about what it would actually entail for you, I offer nothing but honesty.
Famously. Shay, I believe you're missing context context that Clarence has.
Oh, yes. Well, Cassandra seemed very set on it being a.
We should also be aware that
turning...
Lucia is watching from her window.
Shall we move somewhere else?
All this talk about privacy.
No, I don't think it really matters, but
you're talking in the middle of the street.
That is true.
Right.
It's very true.
May I tag along, or should I keep away?
If you want, sure.
Thank you. I mostly just wanted to give something to Onwin here.
Oh,
fair enough.
I don't know if you've learned it yet, but I found a spare. Since you seem keen on not being a vampire, it could be useful as a deterrent or escape measure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll be off.
Right. Well, perhaps Cassandra can say with confidence that any turnings that she would perform would be consensual, but I have spoken with someone who can say with some confidence that that is not the case for Alistair, who has, quite frankly, in our conversation earlier before the town meeting, essentially threatened to turn anyone who did not consent to being turned by force. So, well, it's not quite so simple and sane as Cassandra made it out to be.
That's not what Alistair had told me.
That's what Alistair told us.
Well, in the forest over there, me and Alistair, we had a bit of a chat, and he had asked me if I did have the choice, if I wanted to become one of them. I'm hesitant at the moment, but so far I'm leaning more towards it. I've been thinking, I've been researching the books that I've found, and I don't really have much on them yet.
Well, if you seemed open to it, then why would he threaten violence to you?
He drowned me and forced me to turn a few weeks back.
He drowned you?
Yeah. While stabbing me in the back, so I'm not exactly his biggest fan at the moment.
It doesn't sound like him. At least not like through my lens of seeing him.
I think you've been listening to a different Alistair to the rest of us.
Different people can have different faces for different people.
I'm just worried, as I've already said, town is currently 50-50. 5 vampires, 5 humans. I'm afraid of changing that balance.
Wait, 5? I only know of 3. What?
Myself, Lucia, Alistair, Cassandra, and I don't like sharing news for other people, but I highly suspect Nadia as well.
By coercion, I might add. By manipulation.
Well, I don't think we can say that for sure without talking
Again,
to Nadia, but
I never saw Nadia afterwards.
Manipulative aspects.
I know somebody was turned and she had agreed to it, so I'm assuming it was her.
In which case,
I still don't think that they would willingly harm anyone.
You were wrong.
I mean, I haven't seen it with my own 2 eyes. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I just, from what they've told me and how they've been treating me, it seems out of character for them.
People are always friendlier to those they agree with. Or who agree with them.
Maybe if I talked with them and
just be aware that if you suddenly start disagreeing, at least with Alistair, I don't know, I've not spent much time with Cassandra or Lucia. I don't know which way he might turn on you very abruptly.
Just be safe.
It's your choice in the end. Well, as far as I'm concerned, it should be your choice in the end.
So what you're telling me is that hello.
Hello.
How are y'all doing?
Pretty alright. Just talking about what was happening during the meeting, pretty much.
Makes sense at this point.
Alistair, if you don't mind, can I talk to you over near the trees? once more.
Okay, sure.
Thank you. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Did he give you the holy word book?
Yes. Which, I mean, I've never been religious. This suggests that there's some weight behind religion. That it has a real effect on the vampires. Unless it's perhaps the power of the imagination does something to them. Is that?
Storytelling is quite powerful.
Does that sound plausible?
I think in a situation like this, anything seems plausible.
I would rather not have religion be another thing proven true today.
I also don't know if we should leave Shay alone with Alistair either.
Oh, that is a good point. It's been a long discussion by now.
Yes, I doubt that Alistair would turn Shay forcefully. I think if nothing else, you leave the most willing ones to last, if they don't agree themselves.
I don't think we can faithfully predict what Alistair's doing.
Yeah, the good news is that they did stop turning the beacons, so that's promising at least.
Indeed.
Yes, that's something. I believe Autumn and Reinhardt are on the case now. Should we check on them?
We don't necessarily need to get close enough to hear them, just to make sure they're not absconded into the forest alone.
Yes. Does anyone else see them?
Yeah, they're right there.
I don't like to speculate, but we can say for certain that Shay is still human.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes. I would know if you turned somebody.
That's good. It's a comfort, at least. I do enjoy knowing things.
It's nice.
And I don't like that Alistair is being given the opportunity to get into her head. He is a prolific liar.
Do you think it would work? Just turn everyone into vampires and then we all walk away?
I mean, I'm sure it might work.
I'm not certain that I'd like to sacrifice that.
But I don't feel comfortable forcing that upon people.
No, of course. It just seems so... It would be so unsatisfying as an ending. Just everyone gets turned into monsters and then they all walk away.
And I do feel as though it was a threat to say that if we do not comply,
Alistair threatened us.
We'll be trapped together. We'll be trapped forever.
Definitely was threatening us for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
That's not
I'm speaking about Cassandra.
That's not what I got from what Cassandra said, though. She said she was willing to do whatever it took to get her coven out of here. And if we don't, if you guys don't want to be turned, I took that as she's willing to just straight up kill you.
Yes, under the assumption that humans and vampires cannot live together.
You'd think that the immortal vampires would be less impatient. Surely for them this is just a simple matter of sitting around for, 60 or so years for all of us to die naturally and then they walk free.
Do you people believe in a hell?
Not particularly.
My
it's not something I've really thought about.
Was very religious, but I never really took much heed in it.
There was a minor church presence in my town, but they never seemed that fussed about gaining new members, and I resented the idea of getting up early on a weekend.
Hello.
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 Hello again.
Conversation go well?
Yeah, it went fine.
Yeah, I think it went pretty well.
How are you guys doing?
Chatting, waiting for you two to come back.
You know, we've been all right. Just had to have a bit of a chat about what was discussed, and I feel like we are on better terms. Well, way better terms than we already were before, in terms of agreements.
I'm glad.
I've kind of changed my ways. I will say, when I first came here, my thoughts were more about making allies and leaving.
Again, the vampires that are in the town currently haven't done anything.
They're threatening to kill us.
I'm not threatening to kill. I'm saying I don't want to stay here, and I have ideas of how to leave.
And your idea is killing us.
It's not killing.
That's what you believe.
Maybe it's a type of rebirth.
It's
more. What if we don't want to be reborn?
What other choice do we have, rather than being stuck in this town for the rest of our natural lives?
Well, we don't know for certain that vampirism is the way out. What happens if we are all turned and still trapped?
I just feel like turning isn't the next course of action. We have other options we can try first.
It's too irreversible to try so soon, not without any proof that it would work.
We don't know for sure if it's fully irreversible.
Cassandra said she knows how to get out, and she says that the only, we're willing to trust that.
Well, if we aren't for sure that it isn't truly irreversible, then why not try to find a cure for vampirism and we all leave as humans? Same difference, right?
I don't know if it's the big majority of my life I have been vampire. I've adjusted, and humans haven't done anything remarkably good for me. They've only caused pain, which can't be transferred out. So I'm scared, and I don't want to.
I don't know what else we can do then. I genuinely, I'm genuinely just so distraught about everything going on. And no matter how much I try and look through the books that I found currently and try and read through to see if there's any way to leave or any way to it's all just so confusing. I genuinely don't know what I want at this point. What I want for the people here, what I want for myself, what I want in terms of leaving. It's just a bunch of uncertainties and unanswered questions.
I suppose that's the situation we're in. I don't think the answer is forcing anyone to do anything.
I think violence will only beget more violence.
I think I'm gonna try and find Cassandra, see if she has any question or any answers to my questions, because I have a lot of them in regards to her and what she is, what Alistair is, how we can leave, how they're connected to this town. I still have faith in everyone being somewhat trustworthy. I just am also having my doubts after talking with certain people.
All I can say is don't make a rash decision.
And be safe.
You always have a home with me, even if it isn't here.
I appreciate that. I'll be off. I have questions that need answers.
Be safe.
I hope she comes back human.
I hope if she doesn't, it was her choice.
Yes. We have no reason to trust Cassandra that she has a culture of only turning people by choice.
Yes, it's quite easy for them to say that when we are all here and cannot exactly check on what they were doing before.
Yes.
Well, Reinhardt and Autumn are making good work. Well, quick work of the beacons.
Yes.
Indeed.
Interesting how they've rendered themselves rather dependable. I'm still thinking about this holy word book.
I mean, holy means different things to different religions. It's very vague.
I found another interesting book. It's called The Blessing. And it was how to create holy water.
I see.
That is distinctly Christian.
Very much so.
And holy water is power as well, presumably.
I don't have the book anymore, so I can't show it to you.
Holy water is generally considered to be purifying.
keep in good health and not die. I feel as though I may have made an awful mistake in my past. In my village, I offered many services, one of which acting as the sin eater for the town, which may not be so popular outside of my faraway farming village. The idea is when one is deceased, instead of atoning,
There's somebody else here.
Is there someone in here?
I just got pushed.
Hello.
Hello? Oh. That's not very polite.
Sorry, my thought process is if I could have at least one or two red, it wouldn't be so physically painful for me to be existing. And it also acts as leverage. None of them are fully therefore none are fully old, none are fully red. So we can figure out this whole thing.
Right.
Perhaps not the town.
Necessarily begrudge you
I know,
wanting.
but all the other ones physically will not let me.
Right.
Are there any red currently?
No.
Well, I suppose we are both currently trapped here. In the interest of fairness, I would be personally amicable to having some that stay permanently orange and some that stay permanently red. But it's a conversation to have, not something to do well invisible in the most highly populated area.
Yeah, sneaking around isn't helping anyone.
Would you like me to go to one of the beacons protected by the silver bars and remove them for you?
The silver bars do nothing. Y'all think they do stuff, they do not. I have tested.
That was a waste of silver
prove
then.
it to you.
Well, I suppose it will have to wait until later then. My apologies. If you had asked beforehand, I don't think I would have been so hasty in turning it back.
Yeah.
Anyway, I believe I was ever so slightly interrupted. In my previous village, on occasion I acted as a sin eater, which was someone who would symbolically eat the sins of the deceased and take on their punishment in hell when entering the afterlife. I was never a believer in hell, so in my mind this was a route to free bread at the cost of a bit of reputation.
There's a fight going on.
Golly.
I'm gonna say I'm the best.
Of
I think it was just
at least tens of people awaiting me after death.
Hello.
I have plenty of food on me.
Hello.
See, those are real undead. They're not vampires. They're not like vampires, I should say.
Yeah, they are very, very much unpleasant.
Undead and unbrained, I would say.
Quite.
Had enough. Remember, you guys had enough too.
We just saw you guys fighting and came to help.
Came to our rescue.
Oh, thank you.
How kind.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Perhaps we should not stand around out here with the aggressive.
That is
undead.
perhaps wise.
Yeah,
I suppose.
that's probably best.
There are better places to talk.
Hello. Goodbye.
Hello. Goodbye.
I apologize, Onwin. From where I was standing, it looked like they were attacking Shay. That's why I ran so quickly.
That was
yes,
a fair
apologies
reason
to have interrupted you.
No, I was at the end of what I was saying. But yes, that's the cause of my existential.
Yes, that is distressing. That is not a tradition that my town practiced in, but I'm not an authority to say what belief is more valid than another.
Yes, well, it's large in my area of the world. Hello.
Hello. Things seemed tense when we...
I know Shay has gone with them instead of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we should. Better informed
Yes.
than uninformed in this.
Me and Autumn were coming back from the Pale Oak, and as we were scaling the side of the mountain by the castle bridge, we started to hear Lucia and Cassandra and Shay all having a chat. Lucia is almost certainly a vampire, and they are going to go convert the crypt beacon to red. My apologies, and also probably convert Shay to vampirism.
Poor girl.
If we are to live peacefully together while we work on a solution, I don't necessarily mind the idea of some beacons being turned to red for the sake of fairness, but I don't like the idea of Shay being turned.
Are we still at the point of peace?
I will say, not every vampire is evil. It isn't a facet of vampirism that inherently causes evil.
No,
but it may correlate.
It is not a loss of self, seemingly. You are still the person you were before after you've been turned. And it seems that morals stay mostly the same.
Perhaps the scope of eternal life changes the way you perceive your priorities. I couldn't comment.
They do say that power corrupts. Being physically superior to regular mortals and living dozens of their lifetimes, I imagine that would change someone.
But it isn't necessarily set in
I
stone.
will say, philosophical debates will waste time. Shay may get converted. Shall we go to the crypt? Even if we allow them the beacon, should we chat with them?
If I don't like it, but if it's Shay's choice to be turned, then it's her choice to be turned.
I do believe it to be a choice made out of misinformation and misplaced trust.
Perhaps, but...
Do you trust their word over yours, Clarence?
She was very quick to trust their word over yours, which is a little surprising, considering how close you two are.
She doesn't
Alistair.
believe.
Here comes
She doesn't
Alistair.
believe that Alistair threatened you. Oh, hello. Speak of the devil.
I am going to go get going.
Where are they going?
Despite what we've just said, if there's anyone she'd believe, it would be you.
That's true. I do worry about letting them go alone. I worry it will dissolve into violence.
Yeah.
You can pull her into one of those famous side conversations.
I'm gonna go see if I can catch up to them. Just try to make sure things don't fall to violence.
Good luck. Hope everyone survives that encounter.
I guess we'll find out.
Did something happen? Did someone die?
Not yet, anyway. Hopefully not.
Don't you worry, this is good news for you.
Is someone wanting to be turned or something?
Supposedly Shay wants to be turned.
Oh.
Supposedly.
Supposedly? Okay. I suppose I should go find Shay then.
Well, that's where they're
Alistair,
headed to now.
Do you enjoy Do you enjoy suffering in the sunlight?
I don't mind.
Do you enjoy the prospect of an endless life stretching before you?
It's more by principle than desire, or it's more by principle at this point that I do it.
Yes, but you are condemning others to the same fate as you for the principle.
I'm gonna go. This is getting too much to me.
I hate to call him a coward.
I don't know how this is gonna play out.
Me neither.
I can't believe I'm actually agreeing with Reiner and Autumn after the other week, but...
Yes. It's funny how things shift.
I should say Reinhardt
Selfish.
does know about me, which means Autumn probably also knows about me.
Right.
So.
And they haven't publicly attacked you over it, which is nice. Selfishly, I really do not want to go to hell.
I do not blame you.
I did not believe that to be a possibility for me. I believed it to be a free way to get bread during the winter months. The only cost was my standing in the town, which will eventually became a much greater cost than I anticipated, but I did not think that eternal torture was included in the deal.
Like I said, my family is super religious, and while I was forced to go, I never really put that much stock into all those sermons and whatnot, but maybe those books are literally just the counter to vampires and has nothing to do with people.
Maybe they're using religion as a guise, and the symbols and the purified water, and have nothing to do with it. There's every possibility that it's entirely fine. Oh, hello, they're back. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
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 We didn't find them at the crypt.
Alistair did go to it to turn it red, yes.
Right. Alistair asked us where Shay was and went in that direction.
Right.
We believe they may have gone to the lake instead, as that would be the next option to convert.
Any signs of life? Well, I suppose we wouldn't know if they're invisible.
No, I suppose not.
Well, Shay wouldn't be invisible, so...
Well,
yes, this beacon is still gold.
Oh wait, I suppose there's
I wonder, where have they gone?
They in the Pale Woods?
They might have gone. I'm sure.
That feels rather far.
What about the castle?
Possible, but I think it's too obvious. Perhaps, maybe
Obelisk, we just converted. Ruined Tower, we just converted. Pale Oak, we just converted. So all of this should still be on cooldown. Town is on cooldown. Crypt just got converted. This one's still orange.
Castle would be their only other option, but it is quite obvious and not far from town. I might be worried.
Well,
about
it also has a certain distinct air about it.
It does, and Cassandra has been working on it, so...
Yes.
The air gets worse. Unfortunately, with one of the beacons red, I do not suspect we'll be having some sort of climactic grand finale here.
But what of Clarence's book?
I don't see anybody here.
No dice.
There's nobody here.
A shame.
Has Shay been,
No. I just don't know where they could have gone. I mean, they can travel around a lot very quickly, but with a human, they can't go that far.
Indeed.
But they could be in any corner of the forest. They don't necessarily have to be at a beacon, especially now that one's already been turned.
It's true.
And with their ability to turn into bats, they are far more mobile than we are.
Yeah.
Well, you're just saying that with Shay being with them and still being human, that does limit them a little bit.
A bit. Can you turn into a bat?
I can.
Okay, so it is a beginner vampire ability then.
Hmm.
What? If you don't mind me asking, what else can you do?
That is the only thing I can do.
Oh. Okay.
No turning invisible.
No.
Right.
Clarence, do you need any silver for some armor?
Oh, we have silver. It would have felt rude when I did to make silver armor when I didn't think that any vampires were out to get me.
It may be wise.
If no vampire intends to bite you, they won't be offended by the silver armor.
Yeah.
Cordelia,
I don't know. I
suppose you're
feel
the...
if someone
I'm wearing silver
specifically
armor
wore
myself,
like
so.
human.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think if someone was specifically wearing human repellent armor, I would be slightly put out.
Well, if there were humans
we have
going
had
around
several
killing
people
people.
running around wearing human skulls.
Also,
I
I
would
will
call
say,
that-
I do.
I will say
I am
all
part of
armor is
that.
human defensive armor.
That is a good point, actually. Yes, I hadn't thought of that. Either way, I'm worried about how Shay would take it right now if I suddenly showed up in silver.
Well, maybe make it and just, keep it in your bag.
Do you need a crafting table? I have one.
It's remarkably light.
I can make it myself. Maybe don't tell Shay, but this morning I made myself the silver sword. No real intention of using it, but just tensions are running high.
Indeed, they are. Speaking of, if Lucia tried to murder me, would you come to my aid?
Yeah.
Frankly, it depends on who swung first.
Well, I will try and end the fight.
That works.
I don't think at this point I would necessarily come to blows to defend either of you. I think everyone should just stop fighting.
That is a fair stance, especially for one who isn't a fighter.
Indeed.
I'm going to return to town. I am quite tired. It has been very eventful.
It has been an eventful couple of days.
I suppose we ought to head back. There's nothing more we can do standing in this dingy place.
Shay will come home.
Well, she might already be there. With our track record.
Yeah, she might have turned down their offer of vandalism and be back home wondering where I've gone off to.
Everyone descended stairs so confidently.
I think any of us dying by falling off stairs to our death would be very narratively unsatisfying.
We aren't in a narration, Clarence.
Right.
Clarence is a writer. That's how I assume they look at the world.
It's just how I think. I mean, truly aren't we all telling ourselves stories constantly in some way? We all want to be in a story where we're the hero and always right, and anyone who opposes us is wrong, and everything turns out fine in the end.
Yes, but there are no satisfying plot protecting us.
I know. Oh, real.
You took a detour. Ryan already went up that way. Well, shall we continue? What's with the wither roses?
Yeah, so strange.
Yes, those do not spawn here.
They're not native plants to this area.
Part of me wants to say naughty, but
I don't think they were there
that
when
could
we
be
went
wishful thinking.
through.
Well, that
you hope Naughty's alright.
That could mean she's somewhere within this forest.
Maybe.
When morning comes, we'll... Wow.
Very
what sort
rude.
of animal was that?
That'd be Alistair.
Hello.
Huh.
I made a quick detour to the, I don't know, pits, I guess. And I found another holy word book for anyone who does not have one. Clarence, do you?
I suppose I have not eaten the book today, no.